When I was in high school, I had a cat. Her name was Señorita Cachita, Miss Kitty. And she was a beautiful cat. She looked like pure Siamese. She had all the, the tail was pointed, the ears, all of it. When we brought her to the vet one time, I remember the vet was fooled. He thought she was a pure Siamese. We know she wasn't because we knew who the mom was. And she was a great cat. I loved that cat so much. And she was really funny. She loved being around me. She loved being on me. Like at night when I slept, she would sleep on top of me. If I was in the house, she would come and find me, sit on my lap. She just loved being with me. It was really awesome. Except in the morning when I would go off to school, because I'd actually walk to school. I only lived about a mile from the school, and I didn't like taking school buses, so I would walk. And inevitably every morning, if she happened to be outside, she would start following me. Like, she would have followed me the whole way to school. And I knew I couldn't have that. And I didn't want to put her inside because I didn't want her stuck in the house because she liked being outside. But so I would start hiding. If I noticed that she was going to try to follow me, I would go and try to hide. The thing is, she wouldn't give up looking for me. Like, I could stay in place for like 5 or 10 minutes and she would just keep looking. She wanted to be with me. She was not going to give up. And I have to give her a lot of credit. She was really good at finding me. I was pretty good at hiding, and she was really good at finding me. So many times I have to pick her up and put her back in the house just so that I could get to school. As I think about sort of this game we played every morning, and in a lot of ways, it's like our relationship with God. We can end up trying to hide from God. Because the funny thing is, it's not simply that we're called to follow God. It's that God comes looking for us. As we start to sin, as we start to move away from God, as we start putting up barriers to God, it's not that God gives up on us. The great thing about our God is God never gives up on us. God loves us so much that He is always trying to find us. And we know that. We know the lengths that God will go to have a relationship with us. We just have to look to the cross. He allowed His only Son to die that we might be saved. He allowed His only Son to die that we might have a real relationship with Him. So the funny thing is, the more we try to hide from God, the more He looks for us. The more we run away, and the faster we run away, the faster He runs after us. That really should blow our minds. It should make us question why we're running away. It should make us question the choices we're making and why we're making them. It should call us to wonder what it is that our life is actually about. If our life is not about trying to have that real relationship with God, what is the meaning of our life? Because we're made in the image and likeness of God. And ultimately, the only way we can really come to know ourselves is by coming to know God. The only way we can really discover who we really are, we can't find that within ourselves. We can't self-determine that. We can't decide the person I'm going to be. God created us. God knows us better than we know ourselves. And God alone can help us to discover the person that we are. And so the more we hide from God, the more we run away from Him, the more we really are running away from ourselves. The more we're hiding from ourselves. Because it's only in God that you can come to truly discover all your gifts and talents, all the possibilities of your life. All of that is discovered in the Lord. The question is, how long are you going to hide from Him? How long are you going to put up walls and obstacles? When are you going to just let it all go and come to the Lord? To discover not just who God is, not simply to open your relationship to Him, but truly to discover who God created you to be. God bless.